Welcome back. We're having so much fun at the studio. Undressed with Paul and Patrik, Little Snow White 90210. That bitch is still sleeping.
Hey, Undressed bitches! I want to remind everyone before we start the show and introduce our guests that you can book your own coffee reading at polattu.com. POLATTEU.com.
Hurry up, because I may stop.
No, you're not going to stop.
I'm not going to stop.
You're booked and busy, bitch. You're going to different cities. You can book us for a coffee reading party in a city near you, actually. Anyway, I'm going to introduce our guest today.
Do you have to sing while we talk?
Why? What's wrong with my singing, bitch? I was in the choir when I was in school. Anyway, thank you. Anyway, our guest is a regular co-host on Jeff Lewis Live. She is a comedian, and
she's on OnlyFans. She's a star.
You may remember her from a show on Hulu called Hotties, and
she's funny, but
she was on The Soup. Jade Catta-Preta. In the Palattu Beverly Hills Boutique.
I already came a little naked, so you can't really fully undress me.
You know what?
Yeah.
But you look
so
fucking
cute.
amazing.
Thanks.
You look so hot.
Yeah.
For you guys, always. You
I don't,
Yeah.
like, you really pulled it together.
Thank
really
you.
nice. And
I'm wearing your necklace, too, that you gave me.
I saw that.
Nice.
Did
If
you like it?
If you guys want to buy this, it's a great little
I
accessory.
saw that.
Polattu.com.
And I was thinking to myself, I thought, is she going to have the necklace on?
Duh.
Has she been wearing it?
I have.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I've been stacking it with my other one that says Dyke and Jaded.
Oh, that's a good one.
Dyke and Jaded.
I
Just
love that.
You know what the collection is called? The collection is called Love You Palattu.
That's very cute.
Because I love my husband, so that's why we
Yeah, you
named
guys,
it that.
I like the attention.
We didn't give it
between
to
you
anybody.
guys.
We just gave it to
I
you.
love it. I think I'm a good advertiser. I have a big mouth, so I'm like, do you want this necklace? They're like,
Oh my
no.
God, put it on OnlyFans. Oh my God, can we get one for your butt?
Yes.
That would be like a little.
Yes, I'll put
We're doing
one
a
on your
collab.
butt.
I want to make these come back. The belly chains.
You
I
can. You put a
love
couple
the
of
belly
those
chain.
together.
Yeah, I should have put one.
Yeah.
on.
They're actually on special. Code 50. It's what is it called? We're doing 50%.
The necklaces.
The necklaces.
We
Aren't
don't
they
have
on
a
sale?
code yet. No, Palattu.com. But we will put we're
Yeah.
just going to drop them and do a 50% off until January
For
1.
Christmas.
Yeah, for Christmas.
Yep, so you can get one at Palattu.com.
I have to warn you guys. I told you this already, but
Yep.
I haven't drank coffee in 16 years. I'm
Oh,
a Brazilian, which is bad.
How are you Brazilian with no coffee?
I don't
in your
drink coffee
system?
or spicy stuff. They should have kicked me out a
You're
long
a fucking
time
Brazilian.
ago. Yeah.
You guys do all that.
I have acidity issues. I'm also very Jewy.
Oh God.
I know. I can't even eat coffee.
What are we gonna do with you? This
But
is
it's good though,
insane.
right? It's not bad.
No, it's delicious.
Yeah,
like
it
I
is.
miss coffee. Like I'm
Yeah.
not a psycho. You know?
But you have to at least drink it so you can read the copy grounds.
Yeah, how am I supposed to read anything in your life
Yeah.
when you
Oh
can't
my
give
god,
me-
it's fresh.
I love that.
That's the comedian. What is it? Your butt. What
It's
is it?
thick.
Exactly.
It's
it is.
thick.
Let
I
me see.
love it thick.
No, not your
Oh.
teeth. The coffee cup. A couple more sips. Jade,
love
how
it.
did you get started in this business?
In comedy, well, I wanted to be in musical theater. Like I went to school for musical theater. I saw
Really?
Rent really early on. Was like, I'm gonna do it.
Can you sing?
I can sing.
Sing something.
That's
What
why
do you
you
want?
appreciated the way he was singing.
I know, I'm like,
he
ah.
serenaded me.
Sing something from
Jade,
Rent.
he serenades
Yeah.
me.
December 24th, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I can't believe a year has gone so fast.
So fast.
Time to see what we have time to see.
I love it. Did you do Broadway? Off Broadway and Broadway?
I know I never like because I
worry,
went
it's not like
to New
you're-
York, all this stuff. Then I made it to LA and I
Okay.
got like a hosting job at National Lampoon, and then I got into stand up by accident.
By
The-
accident.
Yeah, the
Who
director.
thought you were funny?
Nobody. They're like, we don't need a host anymore. Do something else. No, this guy was like, you have a real comedy cadence. You should come to the Comedy Store.
Okay.
And I was like, I would rather like strangle a baby. So, no. And then he was like,
That's
come.
funny.
Yeah, he's like, come tonight. Come tonight. We're gonna smoke weed. Like, so we go, and everyone's like,
So you
smoking
went for the weed.
Went for the weed. And then Chris Rock showed up, and I had this like crazy night where I felt like very familiar with the store. Like I have a kind of a weird pull to the building.
Yeah, yeah.
'Cause I've always romanticized it, and then I never left. I literally got a bartending job there like 2 days later, and I've been going there for almost 17 years. I've been doing comedy there.
So you grew up in New York?
I grew up in Brazil, and then I moved to Virginia when I was 12, and then I came
So
out here, and then in
where
between
in
New York.
Brazil are you from?
São Paulo.
São Paulo,
Paulo.
where it all happens on São Paulo.
So do you speak Portuguese? No way.
Fluent. I do comedy in Portuguese. I mean, it's bad, but I do.
Yeah, but Portuguese is like a sexy language.
I like it.
Do you make fun of the Portuguese people? Like
Oh, yeah,
Argentinians
everybody
make
thinks they're
fun of
dumb.
their, like, you
They
know,
are, right?
all
Kind
the-
of.
Yeah, like everybody says
Because
that.
I love that kind of comedy. I think it's
like roasts?
hilarious.
Yeah.
Well, kind of like the whole culture, like the whole village included. It's just fun
You
for
guys
me.
went to Portugal, didn't you?
Yes, we've been to Portugal.
Portugal.
Not to Brazil.
Not
though.
to
We've been
Brazil.
Oh, you're
I'm
gonna-
afraid to go to Brazil.
You would crush
I saw that
Brazil
movie,
so
and
hard.
since
I
that
know.
movie, I've never wanted to
No,
go there
but
ever again.
That's not all of
Turistas?
Brazil.
Oh,
Oh
God,
my
no.
God.
I'm pretty. They're going to put me in a basement,
we were
lock
You
me
need a
up, and
driver.
chain me.
We were actually booked for.
Oh, yeah, we're going to
This would kill.
parade.
Right, we were
In
booked
Brazil.
to be on
Really?
the what is it?
The float, the
No,
parade.
what is the Carnival? They
Carnival.
booked us to be on Carnival.
Yeah.
And then
You're gonna
COVID fucking hit, and so the whole show got canceled because we were
Yeah.
booked right before
You need to
COVID.
circle back on that.
I want to.
Yeah, it's
Well, we
so
were
fun.
on multiple shows in Brazil.
Is it good?
El Noche, El Noche.
Oh, Plantanos, Noche
El
Plantanos?
Something
Noche,
in-
something
That's
not
Spanish.
No, it's from Brazil.
It's
Oh, I thought you were
Brazil.
talking about that clown show. You know what I'm talking about?
It's a
Listen,
like
bitch.
an Entertainment Tonight show in
I don't
Brazil.
know it. I don't know it.
Noches,
Yeah,
Nace
El
or
Noche something.
At
It's
night.
a really
Yeah,
Yeah.
something at night. But
Yeah,
they
it's a
interviewed us for
celebrity.
that.
It's a celebrity driven like.
Okay, now you're good.
tonight.
Now you can read your coffee grinds. Thank you. We have just
I
de-virginized
like my coffee like I like my women.
Jade
Thick.
Catta-Preta. Is there grinds there?
Oh, there's.
Yay. Okay, good.
Is there liquid in there? Is more the question.
Nope, there's coffee. So wait, why from Brazil? Why not drink coffee?
Yeah, Brazilians. Are there any Brazilians that are even comedians?
Well,
Are you
Oh,
like
yeah.
the only one?
I'm talking about coffee, not
Coffee.
comedy.
I stopped drinking coffee because of my acidity issues. I had this thing called Globus.
Yeah.
You ever heard about
no,
that?
what is that?
I felt like there was like a ball on my throat at all
Okay.
times. And
That
then
was
I,
a dick.
It was a dick. It was Jordan.
That was something else.
Jordan, that's how we know each other.
Maybe.
Jordan
Yeah,
would make any lesbian turn straight.
it's true. Because he could be like a hot girl.
Well,
too.
she wasn't always lesbian.
I was always like a little panty, you know?
You were?
Yeah.
Did you always? I mean, like you never dated guys before?
Oh no, yeah.
You did.
Oh yeah.
She
I did. I got for 8
that
years.
ball stuck in her throat.
Oh my god.
It wasn't a physical ball, but it felt like a physical ball. And then I
Yeah.
found out it was from acid reflux, really bad acid reflux.
Oh yeah, you can't be. You can't be.
So
gay.
coffee, coffee
Yeah,
doesn't.
you
I don't
can't
fuck
have
with
acid
coffee.
reflux. Not with. Yeah, no.
Tomato paste. Ooh.
Really?
Oh,
Fuck,
he
I can't-
loves tomato. He cooks with it all
You
the time.
can't. So you can't have my famous spaghetti.
I mean, I'll
Armenian
eat it, but
spaghetti.
it'll be painful for me.
911 will
Yeah,
call.
literally, I'll die right after.
Jesus.
It
Oh,
sucks. I
no.
love tomato
I
sauce.
love to suck.
tomatoes.
Oh,
Yeah.
tomatoes.
yeah,
Sorry.
that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Do you cook?
I do cook. Yeah, I cook every night.
What do you cook?
What's for dinner?
What do I
tonight?
like?
Yeah.
Well, tonight we're getting Zanku.
Ooh, I
Because
like
I'm
that.
late.
You know that's my friend.
I love
Jack.
it.
I know Jackie owns
He's
all of it.
Armenian.
Can Jack hook me up because I eat there way too
Which
much.
one do you go to? The one on Ventura and.
No, because I'm in Playa.
He
so
owns
the
all
one
of
that-
them.
Yeah, he's
No,
got
he
so many
He owns like
locations.
6. He owns a half
I
of
know,
them.
but he
Yeah.
owns the ones in the
But yeah,
back.
Yeah.
I love them.
They killed each other.
That
they're
garlic paste,
brothers.
ugh,
It's so
Oh,
good.
I
You
know how
can't
to
eat
make it.
so good.
But you can't eat it.
No, I can eat the garlic paste.
But I thought it was spicy.
No, it's not spicy.
No.
I'm talking
No.
about like I can't even do Tabasco.
Oh.
That's how much of a pussy I am.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
Your
It's bad.
vagina. I
I'm
understand.
a pussy. I eat pussy. It's like
Well,
Oh
hey.
my
I live in the
God.
wetlands. Like
Oh,
it's all
nice.
yeah. We keep it wet.
We were at the IMAX by where you live.
Oh, I love that one.
Yeah.
Did you see
Yeah.
Wicked yet? I haven't seen it yet.
We
No,
went to the
saw,
IMAX there.
No, we didn't see Wicked there. Did
We did.
Oh, we saw Wicked there. Yeah, we didn't see Gladiator
Can't wait.
2 there. Where did we see Gladiator 2?
At the PGA, the other theater.
Oh, the other
big
that's
one.
right. Oh,
You guys
Director's Guild.
IMAX members?
That's right.
No, we got
You gotta
invited
get in
to
there.
I'm
the
Producers
PGA.
Guild member.
Oh,
so-
that's even better. Free. Love free.
Oh,
I'll go
yeah.
to anything
Well,
that's free.
it's not
Oh,
free.
yeah.
It's not free because you pay a fucking high ton of dues every year.
Oh yeah, sad. Talk
Oh,
about
forget
it.
that.
So we take advantage of it.
First, you have to be accepted into the.
True.
Right.
club.
Love how I pay SAG dues, but I haven't done a SAG project and
Yeah,
can't
no,
remember.
but
But you
We're
get a
not
3-cent residual check.
Oh, all the time. I'm like, and they're like, a residual check is on the way, and you're like, it's like $1.
I know.
What the
I
fuck
love
is
it.
this?
Can you
Awful.
deposit it online?
I do direct deposit now because it was like getting. I was like collecting like 40 checks for $1 each.
Oh,
Yes.
sweet.
Yeah.
The worst is
I
when
miss
you
TV.
have-
That's before OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Now that you got
Before I-
OnlyFans,
Now I'm fucking.
now you're rolling.
Yeah, so how did you get into OnlyFans?
They do a special with comics called Laughing My Ass Off, which
Okay.
is on their other platform called OnlyFans TV, which is not rated R at all.
Oh.
It's like what podcast. You guys could pitch your podcast on there.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's
okay.
really cool, and it's an app versus the other one, which is not an app.
OnlyFans TV.
Yeah,
Okay.
OFTV.
We gotta talk to Seth.
Yeah.
I love that.
And so they reached out about doing a special, and a bunch of my friends had done it, and they were like, it was really fun, really easy. So I was like, let's do it.
Yeah.
And then with that, you have to do all these deliverables and sign up for regular OnlyFans for 6 months.
Okay.
So I was like, I'll just try it. And then like after a week, I was already hooked. I was like, this is so fun. It's so stupid.
you're
Is it a lot of work though?
No.
Posting. And
No, it's the same
pictures
shit. You do it on your phone. It takes 2 seconds.
Oh my God.
She's showing her ass.
I love my butt. I feel like there's too much taboo stuff around like nudity and like.
Yeah.
I mean, Anita.
You're from Brazil. Everybody's
I
naked
know.
all day.
True.
Like if you come to the beach and see me, it's for free.
Did you have a BBL?
No, my butt's really good natural.
I had a BBL.
I know. Let's see it.
I have a
On
nice
OnlyFans
size.
only. $35 a
Did it
pop.
hurt
You wanna
so
s-
bad?
You know what? It was a 7-hour surgery because I had.
How did it go from 5 to 7?
Because I had liposuction. That was the 5-hour.
Did you have a fat
liposuction,
transfer?
And then did the Brazilian butt lift. So it was like almost a 7-hour
I'm
surgery.
scared. I've never done anything except Botox.
I've done it all. And you can't sit on your ass for 6 weeks. You can't. They give you this
You have
like
to lay
pillow
down
thing.
on
You
the
gotta
side.
sit on.
I had
you
to
can
have
only
that
go
because
on
I
your
broke my tailbone.
I was sucking his dick in so many different positions.
You just stand
I was
up.
like, whatever.
Or in the kitchen on your knees.
I don't care.
I can't wait for this butt to
I
heal.
don't care.
But I gotta tell you, it's one of the best things I did because I always
Yeah.
had like a white boy flat ass all my life.
Honey,
Yeah.
you were never just regular white boy.
Well, but I
Where are
didn't
you
have
from?
like a round. I'm German.
Oh, so that's not.
Yeah.
That's white, but it's a
He's
different
from Orange
type.
County, my love.
Orange County,
Down
Germany.
the street. Don't listen to his German
But do you
ass.
love it? Like, do you feel like? But can you move? I've seen some where the implant gets like flipped.
It's not an implant.
No, it's not.
It's-
fat.
It's all
It's
my
a fat
from my
transfer.
stomach.
Yeah.
I mean,
so
not
it's full
now.
fat transfer.
I just
Not
needed the
no.
fat to go from the belly to the ass.
I love it.
But I
That's
want
all.
to do an update, and he won't let me do an update. He's like, no, you
We're
can't.
not
I
doing
just want
it
to get a
anymore.
little bit
I feel
more.
like your lips are a little more settled, like they're back in place.
Yeah.
No, they're not. Not after I sat on it.
You said they moved.
again.
By the way, I talk about that like every day.
What?
I'm like, don't get your lips filled. They'll move.
Not
They'll
like this.
move.
Not
I
like,
had Gore-Tex put in my lips.
I don't know what that
like
is.
15 years ago.
and they can't find it
And
anymore.
it,
It's lost
and it
in there.
became part of my lips.
Yeah.
Because even when I did my facelift, they tried
Yeah.
to go in, and then I did a lip lift, and they tried to
Don't
fix
you get
it.
so nervous with this stuff?
He loves this.
I
crazy shit.
love
don't
it.
know.
I
It's like
do. It's
Frankenstein.
It's addicting.
It is.
Obviously.
It is addicting. But I'm
He
not
didn't
gonna
look
do
like
it.
this before. When I picked him up, a whole different person.
Well, let him be. Let him evolve. We change.
I don't
We
know if
grow.
I like this version.
Don't you feel like you only have one life? So just
Do whatever
live
the
it.
fuck you
And
want.
Yeah, but I have to look at him. He doesn't look at himself.
Bitch, you got a hair
does.
transplant.
I did. I needed it.
Did you go to Turkey? Like everybody goes
no,
to
I'm
Turkey?
Armenian.
Armenia, are you
Oh,
kidding?
that's
Can't go to
right.
Oh my
Turkey.
God, no! But I did go somewhere just as good.
Beverly
Beverly
Hills. Dr.
I-
Basilios. How do you say his name?
Velicilios. Dr.
Velicilios.
V in
I
Beverly
think
Hills.
I don't know that I would touch my butt because that's kind of like that's like a natural butt thing. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like
You
what
don't have any
bothers
fat
me
to
is my
take out of
neck.
anywhere.
Your neck is great.
I have one little spot on my neck that sometimes gets a little
Yeah.
Isn't it weird?
80 years old. Like
Isn't
just
it
this
weird
one
how
spot.
we each have an aspect
that
of our
bothers.
Yeah.
life, and nobody else can see it. Nobody understands
Yeah.
what the phenomenon
You'll
is
see- I'll
about
show you
our
photos.
obsession.
Yeah.
And then we're like,
Yeah.
no, but you don't understand.
And my girlfriend's all natural, doesn't wear makeup. Like she's black, so her
I
skin is
hate
like perfect.
her.
I hate her.
God,
I
what
hate
a
her so
bitch.
hard. No, she's like, just her skin
Ugh.
glows.
Yeah.
I saw she had a glow. I'm like, you've been sitting in this long.
How
Doesn't
did you
like
meet
the
your
sun.
girlfriend?
At a Wagyu beef event. Like a fancy Wagyu beef event.
Really?
Yeah, and it was at-
Lesbians eat?
We eat.
They eat meat?
It was at Channing Tatum's old mansion.
Yeah.
And when we met, I go, isn't it fun thinking about like all the places Channing Tatum had sex here? And she goes, who is Sharon Tatum? Everyone keeps
she's
talking
British,
about
right?
her.
She's British.
Yeah, but like, it's funny because she's met everyone, worked with everyone, but she doesn't know who anybody is.
That's like me.
That's like Paul.
Oh yeah, I
Zoe
think that's
Sald-
so refreshing. Oh, I told you the Sharon Tatum story.
Zoe Saldana came into the boutique. You didn't even know who the fuck she was.
Well, they're playing with Snow White for like 45 minutes. I'm like, is this bitch gonna buy a dress or not?
Courtney Love comes
think
into
that's good.
Courtney Love comes into the boutique. He thought it was a homeless lady.
I go, why is she flinging these dresses so hard? Like, chill out, lady. Like, seriously, it's
I
not
was
that
obsessed
bad.
with garbage. Garbage was my jam.
Right?
Like, stop
He didn't know who she
it.
was.
Oh my god, I would.
I'm like,
freak.
this Courtney fucking Love. He
Well,
goes,
she looked
"No."
homeless too, so I don't know.
That's her
Yeah.
look.
It is her look.
Is
She
it a
loves
look?
her makeup like just a little smeared.
I know. It's so
It was like that.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god.
It's a look.
No, well, listen, when you're coming to my boutique, it's like you're coming into my home. You're coming
Yeah.
I
into my
love it here.
space.
Oh, I love it. I just want.
And you'd never been here before.
No. I
How
don't
many
know.
times did you do a drive-by and didn't even know that it was?
I
us?
never. This is only like my 4th time in Beverly Hills. I've
Oh,
lived here for
really?
20
Oh,
years.
honey, we're gonna have to. No, you're gonna
I
have to.
never come over here.
But you look so Beverly Hills. I love what
Thank
you're wearing
you.
today.
Thanks,
so
Aritzia.
cute.
You
So
gotta
pretty.
come for. You gotta come. You gotta come
Yeah.
out more often.
You
I
should.
know. You know what I like? The last line. The jewelry shop.
Oh, yeah,
It's
yeah.
only open like for 2 hours on a Wednesday.
Yeah. Yep.
I love
That's
spending
That's
great.
like
$500
us.
on an earring this small.
We've been here 35 years.
That's wild.
Is that insane?
I'm only
Mazel.
28.
Same.
I'm only 28.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out how to make dresses.
Oh my
They
God.
look, I want to try that one on one day.
That's yours.
What
It's
size is it?
gorge.
Your size.
I know.
Ah. So we have something in common.
What?
The soup.
What about it?
Because
Were
we
you
were on the
it?
soup. When
Were you?
after Anna
Multiple
Nicole's
times.
funeral, they put pictures of us on the soup
Yeah, about
Stop.
our
and
hair.
made fun of us.
Joel did?
No, it was,
McHale?
no, it was Greg.
Oh, Greg
Greg
Kinnear?
Kinnear, I think.
That's the OG
The
one.
original.
Yes.
So it was like 1995, 1996?
1962.
No, it was 2007.
Right after the Great Depression.
No, 2007.
As soon as they built the China
No,
Wall.
that's not Greg
But
Kinnear
it was
then.
Joel. It was Joel McHale.
Joel
Joel McHale, that's
Yeah,
what it is,
He was
yeah.
the second host, right?
He was
Or
the
third?
4th host.
Oh.
It was Greg Kinnear, Hal Sparks, John Henson.
No, it wasn't him. It
Yeah,
was
we
Joel
didn't watch
McHale.
any of the
He's
other
He's like a
ones.
huge
Yeah.
actor now.
Yeah. He
that's
did it
the
for
one.
11 years. And then
Oh,
I did
really?
it for 6 seconds.
Oh.
I know. I got it. It was
That's
such a
all
big
it
deal. And then COVID hit.
But how did you get the soup? 'Cause I
I've been
loved
working.
that
I've been
show.
working for E for a long time, doing red carpet events,
Like,
like.
well,
Well,
daily
how did
pop-
we not run into each
I
other?
don't
Because
know.
I did Anna
I think-
Nicole.
I know. I think I like knew of you guys because I was like, it was bothering me the first time we did it, the after show together. And I was like,
Yeah.
I know I've met them, and so I used to just do like talking head shows for them, and then like comedy stuff, and then.
We said that too. We're like, she looks so familiar to us.
And
I
then
did. I never saw her ass
Yeah.
that way, so that's.
No, I
was
just started showing my ass
confused.
this year,
I was
and
confused.
wait, does this look more familiar?
Yes.
And I tried to sell them a pilot with Nick Cannon
Okay.
called Post From Your Past, where we I have guests on and then we make fun of their social media.
Okay.
And when I turned that in, it was basically like an audition tape for the soup. And then I did my tests, and then I want to say 3 weeks into the process, they fire all the execs.
Oh, that always happens.
And then
Don't
they
you hate
hired
that?
an exec who didn't want anything to do with me or the show. So it was a fight, and it was hard. It was a difficult time for me.
How long were you on the soup for?
6 seconds.
So we did 19 episodes for the
Okay.
first season. So
But it
we
was
just did one
during
season.
COVID, right?
Yeah, we did 6 before COVID,
Okay.
and then 13 more.
And did you
after.
do them from home, or you actually go to the?
We would go to the studio. It was
Okay.
just
On
me and 2
Wilshire.
cameramen. No, we moved studios we were in Glendale.
What?
Yeah,
Oh, where Access is on San Fernando?
we were on San Fernando in this kind of crusty studio that we rented.
Yeah, the Access
It was
Hollywood was
crusty.
there.
Yeah, Access Hollywood.
They
is.
Yeah.
moved it to there too.
Yeah,
Yeah, I love this. That was.
it was my dream job. It was
But it
my
was-
dream job.
yeah.
Because when I was doing Anna Nicole,
Yeah.
Yep.
and Lisa, my friend, used to be the receptionist at E-Television.
Yeah.
And then she became the wardrobe stylist.
Yes.
And then Lisa Thayer.
Yeah.
Is she still doing? Was she still
No.
doing
No,
stuff
she's
with
not
you?
doing stuff
Okay.
anymore.
No. So after that, she left after that.
Right.
And
But she
then
introduced
when
him to
I
Anna
did
Nicole.
to Anna Nicole, the
So
whole thing,
perfect, yeah.
the series, I used to go to the building all the time before Kardashians.
Mm-hmm.
And one day we were driving on Wilshire, because they used to be on
So
Wilshire.
I don't,
Funny.
yeah.
Kim K parked across the street at
In
the
the
annex.
staff parking.
Yeah, in the annex
Remember where they used to
parking.
park?
I do.
And then she had her suitcase and she was toting around. I was about to run her over because she was toting her suitcase across the street. And I looked at her and I'm like, "Oh, hi, Kim," because we used to know her.
It was
from
all the same
social
circle.
Yeah, yeah.
media,
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
really from the show.
Right.
And so it was because of Paris Hilton, and you go to the parties
Yeah.
or you hang out and you're like, "Oh, there's the bitches," like all
Yeah.
that stuff.
The plastics.
I mean, because I've been here for 35 years, so this
Of course
is a
you
long
fucking know
time.
people. Yeah.
But Jade,
I mean, I
now
did
those days
her-
have changed. Now she's got 20 people carrying her suitcases.
I
What's
did
it like
her.
to never touch a suitcase?
I did her dad's last wife's wedding dress.
Oh yeah, he did.
Kim.
Yeah.
They were gonna have. So the story changed every couple of minutes because he got really, really ill. First they were having a big
Yeah.
wedding, then they were gonna have
Did they
an
get married
intimate.
eventually?
on the
She married him
hospital.
on his deathbed in the hospital wearing a Paula II gown.
How could you not? And she was gonna go there with that,
kidding
and
me.
I said, "No, bitch." I said, I'm gonna finish this dress, and you're gonna wear it. I don't care when, and it's gonna be done.
That's sad. It's sweet, but it's kind of sad.
It's beautiful, though. I mean, that was her dream.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't care about a wedding that much, do you? Did you have a big wedding?
No, we haven't gotten married.
We
yet.
haven't been married. This is all
Just
I got
engaged.
so far.
Just this tiny little ring? Oh.
Jade,
Ew.
I'm
Jade,
engaged.
is he not a bitch? That is not a tiny little ring,
No,
right?
I put it on. It felt right. So if you ever want to
That didn't feel right.
it
Wanna try
feels
it
right.
You know what this bitch has said
Try it
to
on
me?
again.
We're gonna get married when I get a
The weight
bigger,
of it.
when I get a
Just
bigger
feel it.
diamond. When I get a bigger
Chantal.
diamond, we'll get married.
Look at his weird cis hand without the ring.
It really feels like it's weird.
You look like, is this a mechanic? Who is this?
It is a
It's just
beautiful
like
ring. It's called
It's
the Mistress.
gorgeous. I love the side little like forever thing, like infinity.
Infinity? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
If you look inside of it too, it's just like so dimensional.
Yeah, you see the four hearts.
It's an award-winning ring. It's got 4 hearts in it. When you
Yeah.
look at the dimension, it's got 4.
What do you mean, like inside?
Look at
Here,
her.
hold it.
Oh,
You see it?
very cool.
Yeah.
You'll see the heart. It's specifically, it's.
So this is basically, you guys are married.
We've been
You have a
together
lot of things together.
21 years we've been together.
Oh my God, my age.
He doesn't pay me $35 per shot, but he owns my ass.
We're gonna get married. I think
it
we
for
will.
free.
Yeah, I kind of want to do a sweet like little desert dinner.
Do you want to get married?
I do.
Yeah.
But not like a big wedding, not like a
No, but it's not about
religious
it being-
ceremony.
No,
Like
no,
I want to
but-
do a little weird
Oh,
thing.
It's
so I wanna
not
get
about
married.
that. It's about the union. It's about the party.
If I had more money,
Inviting
I
your
would.
friends to have the celebration with you.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
I never wanted it, and now I kind of do.
Remember the Sex and the City wedding?
Her like final one, you mean?
Yeah.
Not the one
Times
where
1,000 is the one we
Oh
want.
my God.
I
love
want
her
to put that
dress.
wedding to shame.
We want swans, ducks, birds, doves.
I thought you were gonna say ducks again. I was like, that's a lot of ducks. Ducks.
Geese, swans,
We don't care.
pigs. I don't
Peacocks.
care.
I want to have like different rooms
Yeah.
where you can kind of go from one energy to another, so that you can be with us.
Yeah.
Because every single person, see, when you get married, they don't really know you, and the wedding identifies
Yeah.
who you really are. But they know you with a friendship. They know you on a platform. They know you since you were a little baby. You know, there's so many different versions of each of us.
Exactly.
And I want to have pictures of our lives
Yeah.
throughout the entire wall, so that they can get to know us
Like
more.
a wedding museum.
Well,
And then that becomes part of
Yes.
what they take with them as they move through life with us.
Yeah, well, you were saying too. One of the things, you know, how, like when you at the reception, when you go into and they give you like a key for your table or whatever.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So what we
A
want to do
keepsake.
is have
Yeah.
a big giant picture frame, and everyone
Yeah.
has a puzzle piece with their table number on the
That's
back.
so cute.
And
I
they
love
put
it.
their table number,
Yeah.
and then they put the piece in the
So they're
frame.
part of
Yeah.
the tapestry of our life. and
Yeah,
it's
that's
why
kind of an
we
idea we
I
wanna
love
do.
how
together.
cheesy you guys are. It's
I
so
know,
good.
right?
Is that cheesy?
It's so
Well, I'm
cheesy.
gonna do it out of
I love
silver and
it.
platinum. So
I
it's
feel like
gonna
the opening to this podcast should just be close-ups of all your photos with the
It is.
music from the
Well,
office.
it's on our coffee cups.
Okay, my wedding. This is what I want.
Okay.
I want it to be like a room, like escape room style. In the middle of the night, somebody shows up to your house, puts a bag over your head. You're in the car for a while. You don't know where you are. You're in a room. If you get out of the room, you get to go to the reception.
It's a Brazilian thing.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
No, I want something weird like that, though.
Really?
But
Like
that's
only
not
a few
weird,
friends.
but
I want like
Yeah.
something adventurous in the middle of nowhere.
Are we included
Interesting.
in the few
No,
friends?
no, it's gonna be like 6 friends.
Oh,
No,
no,
we
make
would-
it 8.
Can we make
Okay,
it
make it
8?
8.
Shit.
That's right. You
We're
guys
not
are-
even on the list.
We're 2 gays. We're fine.
No.
Listen,
You know
any
what?
night now, you're gonna get kidnapped.
You know
then you
what?
know.
Yes.
Jordan's probably on the list.
Oh, probably. Oh my God.
Jordan's not on the list.
My mother, one thing I told my mother, one of the last conversations I had with my mom before she died, she had said to me, when are you going to marry him? And I told her, soon, I'm going to marry him soon. And one of the biggest regrets I had that we never got married when she was alive.
Before she, yeah.
See
But
it.
she's
Well,
here.
we had multiple opportunities.
We did.
One time that we were signed with E-Television, we were doing,
Yeah.
we were going to do the wedding show, but then Lance passed. They gave it to him because they passed on his show, so they gave him the wedding show because it was
He
going to
didn't
be
do a
getting to
wedding show
Michael.
now.
I know, right?
Then we decided we were going to get married like a few years later.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then our daughter got proposed to. We were like, okay, well, we don't want to
Can
take this away.
outshine her.
I mean, get married in the
Exactly.
same year.
how old
it's
is
like,
she?
She's 33.
That's so Jesus age.
Yeah.
Wait, you guys should find a production company and do a wedding show again.
We should, right?
Well, maybe
You
you can
should.
pitch it.
Yeah, do
totally
it.
should.
Honestly, do it on YouTube behind a paywall. Like,
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I would watch
actually.
it. There's not enough good show like reality shows anymore like there used to be. Like I miss like
Well, have you seen our show?
no.
Down and Out in Beverly Hills.
It's on Prime.
Practice that?
It's on Prime Video. It
I
is
will
four
watch it.
seasons.
I will watch. I watch
Video.
all of it. I love
It
it.
won 4 Telly Awards for the show.
Well, it's kind of hidden in the back.
And we
Behind
won
the
an-
dresses.
and we won an American Reality
I mean,
Award.
I think you should do another one.
Yeah.
The
Season
kids
5
are-
is coming out.
Also, you should clip that show and put it on TikTok.
Really?
You should be clipping that show and putting it on TikTok.
Down and Out? Oh, okay.
TLC
like
does
that.
it, and I will be like, "What's the show?" And then I'll go and watch the show because of the clips.
That's a great idea.
Jordan,
I love that.
Like
Okay,
an
Jordan, you
Instagram
heard it here.
post.
write it down.
Well, all you got to do is make one clip, and then I have to put it on
Jordan is
OnlyFans,
more than just a
Instagram.
pretty face.
No. Honestly,
body.
every episode you can probably clip like 4 or 5 clips from it.
Yeah,
Okay.
and he can
Yeah,
do
yeah.
it like he can do it in a minute. Like the
I love
computer
that.
just does it.
Yeah, you can even do AI editing and see, like get the best moments from the show.
Yeah,
I love that.
that's a good idea.
Avery-
We are going to do that.
Avery can start posting it tomorrow. I'm going to make that one of the things she does.
I love
Yeah,
it.
let me know.
That would be cool. think
I
that's a
love
good
that.
idea.
Yeah.
We have TikToks. I just don't know how to use them.
YouTube Shorts.
Yeah, we have
and
that.
You just
TikTok.
you just aged yourself by saying you have
I'm
no
learning.
idea how to
I'm
use
learning.
TikTok.
No, TikTok is really hard. It's really complicated. It's
Right.
not
Is
user friendly.
it?
I think it's hard.
Do you use TikTok a lot?
I do. No, not a lot. I have someone that posts for me.
Oh, they do?
Can I
Okay.
tell you that people are getting off TikTok and they're going back to Instagram, and Instagram is becoming such a more substantial.
I want it to blow all up.
I know.
I want to memorize phone numbers again.
I do. I only have. I do. I dial numbers. I
Yeah.
still dial him
Oh,
to
see,
call him.
I got locked out of my sister's house the first time I was babysitting overnight.
Yeah.
My niece. And I'm in my underwear smoking weed outside.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
like you usually do. of
My
course.
usual
I
Sunday
mean, who
night.
doesn't
Yep.
do that?
It's freezing. It's in Virginia, November. I realize I'm locked out.
Well,
I'm
first of
running
all,
through
I
the
got
neighborhood.
First of all, I
Yeah.
got stuck at the fact that you were babysitting because I don't know who the hell in their right mind
My
would let you
sister.
babysitter.
Oh, that's
It was
right.
my first overnighter. I'm a great babysitter.
Are you?
Are you
Yeah.
really?
Smoking weed in your
Yeah,
She
you're
was
sure
asleep. She was asleep.
Worst time to leave to go take a smoke.
I didn't think the door would lock behind me. We had just moved into a new house.
My point exactly.
By the way, in Virginia, they never lock the door. So I'm thinking, we're cool. I'm running around. I finally go into
There's
the
a
neighborhood.
child in the house.
Yeah.
Of course,
I'm
you lock the
freaking
door.
out. Freaking out. I don't
Yeah.
even know anybody's
Did you
phone
bust the
numbers.
window?
We ended up having to get my sister to come back from the wedding early.
Oh my! It's like that movie we just watched that you were like, "Oh my God, is there anybody else in this movie?"
They annoy the shit.
but
People like you annoy the shit out of
What's
me.
the name of the movie?
Because I'm like, how do you do that?
Well, you know what happened? I was outside and
Oh, when a
there,
stranger calls.
there was a grasshopper
Yeah.
and I went to shoo it and then
Yeah.
the door.
Oh, the
just
grasshopper.
By the way, now I see a grasshopper, I step on it.
That
Fucking dead to me.
grasshopper.
You're dead to me, grasshoppers. Dead
That
to me.
that's why you're wearing the green?
Yeah, I'm fucking done.
Really? It was the grasshopper.
Yeah.
That grasshopper had a family, a name, and a village.
I saved him, but he didn't save me. Fucked me over.
When a stranger calls, that's what we watch.
Oh God.
I don't know that.
Oh, such a good movie.
You know,
He hated it.
I have to say that meeting you has been a beautiful experience.
It has.
Because
Yeah.
there's a lot of people. We meet a lot of people. I mean, you meet
Yeah.
a lot of people. There's so many
But it's
people.
been really lovely, like the whole Jeff Lewis experience for
Yeah.
me. Because, you know, like you look from afar and you're like, oh my God, look at all the sassy gay. You know, like, but it's really a little family and it's been really
Yeah.
like rewarding
It's
process and stuff.
important.
I like your little Thanksgiving note you sent. That was so sweet.
Oh. Every year, you're on the list
I like
now.
that you feel like you make people feel included, and I think it's really special, and especially here in LA,
Right.
That's
where we're
ve-
so isolated.
That's one of the things because a lot of people. I mean, our life is very glamorous. Obviously, you see what we surround
You're
ourselves
surrounded-
with all
there's
day.
sequins
Utah.
everywhere.
Being here all day, we walk the streets like we own it, and we don't even have a parcel. But it doesn't matter.
You don't need a parcel. Who
We-
sends mail?
Yeah, we have Snow White 90210. That's all we
Exactly.
need to
Yeah.
know. But it's a beautiful thing that getting to know you on this
Yeah.
level, especially when we experience all the night horrors.
I know. That was so fun. Scaring the fuck
I
out of
will
Paul all
never.
night.
I'll never go without you. Sometimes I'm in a bad mood. I just watch the video.
Right?
It's not fun without you.
You were so
And we all are just pushing you towards the thing. It's Jeff. It wasn't me.
Yeah.
mean.
You know the thing, Anna Nicole Smith
Yeah.
loved horror films. We used to watch horror films all the time.
I hate horror
Not me.
movies. Yeah.
We used to both scare the fuck out of him every time. He would just come around
They
the
would,
corner.
you know what? They turn off the lights. They're cuddling in here and all this stuff, and then, because it's a theater.
Yeah.
I mean, at the
Yeah.
home theater, and it's just like loud, and they're screaming, and they're yelling, and the screeching, and all this other stuff, and I can't help, but I feel like someone's attacking me, and I'm jumping
Your face.
the whole time.
We used
You
to
aged
scare
it
him all
here.
the time.
swear to
Every
God.
Halloween you get older.
It was awful.
Yeah.
And you had just gotten Botox.
I called the doctor. I said, "Did I lose any calories?" I wanted to make sure that
How
at
many
least I
steps did I
lost
get into?
some- I lost
He would be
my
like,
weight.
like your face. I can't.
Can I say that my body was aching? I swear to God.
Yeah, because you
I
were
was
like convulsing.
What was your favorite maze?
the one that
And
she
your
scared
least
me.
favorite. And your least favorite?
I thought the aliens one was kind of boring.
Oh, is that The Weekend?
Oh, the weekend one was weird. I like that weekend
You
one.
liked it?
I thought it was very narcissistic.
It's
Just
so much of his
face
face all
everywhere.
over the
Yeah,
Yeah, but I didn't get it. I didn't think.
I like what's the doll one?
Oh, Chucky.
No. The one that's like.
Oh, Annabelle.
No,
Megan.
I like
Megan.
the Megan
Megan.
one.
I
I, like
loved
the Megan
Megan.
one. I just
Yeah.
thought the whole night was so
looked
fun.
So
Yeah.
real.
Yeah, they all
And
looked so
they
real.
were all live people.
Yeah.
I'm like,
thought it was
girl,
so fun.
the
I
real
know.
Megan's
Yeah.
hating you right now because she's in the audience walking through this going,
Yep.
that bitch better not get my gig.
It
That
was just
bitch
fun
better
getting
not
to
get
know the
my
way,
gig."
like getting to know everybody.
Yeah.
Everyone like little walking. It was like camp. I like camp.
Yeah.
I
It
like
is.
that camp
It
feeling.
is. He's put together a really fun group of people. and
I'm
Yeah.
just
friends,
sad that
which
they're
is nice.
none of them are going to be invited to the wedding but us.
Sorry, chump.
Right.
But it's okay. Don't worry. I'm not
Yeah.
going to tell anybody.
No, it's been really fun, and also like I went through a not horrible experience, but I was doing Stern for like almost 10 years, like in hopes of becoming like a regular person on there, and that kind of like fell through. So it was like
Doing
a
what?
nice. I've been doing Stern.
Oh, Howard Stern.
I've always been obsessed with radio, like
you're
ever since I was a
kidding.
kid. Yeah,
Wow.
Loveline. I was like obsessed
How
with
often are you
Loveline.
on Howard Stern?
I've done it for almost 10 years.
You still do it
Then-
or no?
I don't do it anymore because I was like, you have to pay me.
Oh.
It's been 10 years.
Do you know that we
Wow.
go to Howard? I mean, I went with Anna
Yeah.
Nicole.
To Howard Stern.
Oh, that one interview that's like.
When he made
She
fun of her
weighed-
weight and weighed
That's a very
her.
notorious.
That was horrific.
Very notorious. But you know what I love about him? He doesn't pretend to be anybody else.
Right.
I think it's almost worse, like those hosts that were like the Jay Leno's and the like David Lettermans.
Yeah.
And they're like super sweet, but then they're kind of harassing the guests in a different way. But they're not out front about like, hey, I'm this guy. Like,
Right.
Well,
I mean,
what-
he knows he's an asshole, and he
He's
is an
not
asshole.
he's less of an
not.
asshole than he used to be.
Yeah,
I think
he's
he's like,
not.
I think he had a
He's
very.
in the basement now.
Yeah, he's in his basement just hanging out. I think his parents were very abusive towards him. And I think he learned that kind of behavior. But I
Yeah.
think he's grown a lot. I think it's why the interviews are less
Well,
entertaining now.
you're-
Yeah, I haven't listened to him in a
I
long
mean,
time, actually.
Me either,
He's
yeah.
almost 90.
I think he's going to renew his contract. I'm going to put
Are
money
you
on it.
kidding?
It's
Oh
almost
my
done,
God.
but I think he's going to renew it.
Well,
Again?
But that's my dream job.
But he's
to
not
be
the
a
highest
radio.
paid anymore, is he? He's not, right?
Who is the highest paid?
That
The girl.
girl.
The bitch.
Daddy.
What's her name?
Daddy,
Daddy-O or
Daddy-
Daddy Issues.
Daddy issues.
Daddy
Something.
Issues.
Hell yeah, good for her.
I,
Yeah.
love
you know
saying the word
what?
daddy.
I know, right?
Yeah.
To go, I mean.
Who didn't you? You could be a whore at a bar, and the next thing you know, you're the highest paid at Sirius XM.
I mean, I'm really hoping that's for me.
A whore at the
not?
bar or highest paid? Seriously.
We're at the bar. Yeah, I'm reaching
No,
medium.
we're already the whores. We just
No,
want
I
to
would
get paid for
love
being a whore now.
like an everyday radio show. That's my dream.
Yeah.
Like work
I
the
love-
board.
Do you
Like
really like that?
I love it.
I don't understand any of it because
Wow.
even when we started, like when I started the coffee reads and he
Yeah.
made me do coffee reads
Yeah.
on this platform.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I thought, what does this have to do with fashion? We're doing fashion. Like like this is the world we come from. He's like, you love doing that with our
Yeah.
friends. I go, but we're doing, just do it. And I started doing it, and then everybody started DMing him, going, "I need a coffee read.
Yeah.
What the fuck's going
Because
on? What
people
is
get
Paul
to see that part of
doing?"
you.
And that's the thing.
But he's
and
always done it. His whole life he's done it, but we
Yeah.
never really did it
Is that an
publicly.
Armenian thing? Like your grandmother
Yeah.
passed it down
yeah,
to
my
you?
great grandmother.
Yes.
Yeah.
So?
I wasn't born
She
here
was like,
either. I
"I-
was
I
born
know,
in
like,
Kuwait.
what?
It was like that.
No
I was
way.
born in Kuwait. She passed
Yeah.
away a few weeks
Yeah.
after she passed it on to me, is what I believe, because
Yeah.
we never got to know my great grandmother. She was 185
Right,
years old,
yeah.
I'm sure. And she was like the scrawny, scraggly, like scary looking person
Yeah.
because She was locked up in a bedroom. You don't have resources in Kuwait. They don't know how to take care of you.
We think
They
we
can
have
put
it
you in
tough. It's like,
hospital.
bitch, immigrants had
Yeah.
it tough.
Yeah, I mean,
Locked up in
they didn't know.
Kuwait.
But
Even
she
my
was-
mom, yeah.
She was screaming. She was yelling, throwing things, taking off her clothes. But then she was delusional. I mean, she had dementia.
Of
Alzheimer's.
course.
She had so
yeah.
many different
The
things going
trauma
on.
is so intense.
And there were no nurses you can bring that's going to take care of. I mean,
Yeah.
things like that in Kuwait only happen for the royal family. Everybody else, it doesn't happen for.
There's no middle
So
class.
you have to go to
citizen.
London, or you got to go out of the country in order for you to be able to get that kind of help. And even if you did get that kind of help, it was like frowned upon, because what are you going to do? You sent that woman to like,
But she
because
passed
you
this
don't want to take care of
gift
it.
on to him, and he's been doing it his whole life.
I've
from
always
dinner
done it.
parties
And I didn't
everything.
start talking
Yeah.
legitimately because I still have a lisp apparently.
It's very cute.
He does.
I know
I think it's very cute.
he really likes
Yeah,
it.
I
Let
think
me
it's
tell you that for
cute.
sure.
He
But-
makes you say words that are
It's
more
all about the
lispy.
tongue.
Yeah, I like
No,
it.
he likes it.
I
a
love a
lot.
British, because my girlfriend, I'm like, say yogurt. She's like, yogurt. I'm like,
Do you like an accent?
I love an
Yeah.
accent. I wish I sound like a southern bitch now.
From Virginia.
Yeah, I'm like, hi.
So
But-
you went from Brazil to Virginia?
Yeah.
And is your family still in Brazil? Or
They're in Virginia. Well, my extended family's in Brazil.
And
but
your immediate family?
in Virginia.
Do you go to Brazil often?
I do, yeah,
I
once a
love
year.
it.
Oh, we have to go back
Yeah.
and do carnival.
You guys,
We
you
have
would
to.
the coffee reading would crush because
Really?
everybody drinks espresso every day.
Yeah. Except
like
for
part
this
of your meal.
Brazilian bitch.
I know, you guys. I don't know. I feel pretty alive right now. I feel good.
But it's good, right?
I feel
It's a
good.
It is good coffee.
Like my eyes, are they like?
It's all organic.
Yeah, but organic, like schmoganic. Who cares?
Oh, it's from Mount Ararat.
yeah.
From where?
It's from
Mount
Armenia.
Ararat, from Armenia. It
Those are so
is.
cute. From Mount Ararat.
Yeah,
We
like,
get
who
it
doesn't know
imported.
Did you pass on the gift to your daughter?
This is
No.
my biological.
To your
Yeah.
biological?
that? No.
Nope.
Are you
No,
still friends
she's
with
a-
your ex?
She's a doctor.
No, my ex is deceased.
Oh
Yeah.
no,
And
I'm
then my
sorry.
ex-wife is still alive, and she's an evil bitch. But yeah, you know.
I love that.
She
It's
ran me over with a car.
Ex-husband died. And
I
then-
said, I'm sorry, honey, if I'm this hot.
Oh my God, did you poison?
I did not. I did not.
I'm
But
sorry.
but,
But
let
you
me
know what?
tell
He
you, it's
sent
not
me
something.
yeah.
It's not something that you can pass like that.
Yeah.
It's so specific and dynamically different in the sense that when I couldn't even speak at 3.5 years old,
Mhm.
You already
and you would
felt
think, and it's not just a lisp. I couldn't make sentences. I couldn't really speak words, and my great grandmother was
Yeah.
speaking in tongue, but I could relate to her.
Yeah.
And you weren't allowed in the room, so one day when the room was cracked open and I was walking by, she grabbed me and pulled me in.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
And I
Gives me
sat
goosebumps.
next to her
Yeah.
on a cot, like a 2x4 nailed cot, because they didn't want to put anything in the room.
Yeah.
'Cause she could hurt
And
herself.
so
Yep.
when she caressed my face the whole time, it was just like I still feel her caress. And a couple of weeks after, it seemed like, forever ago, then she passed away. And
Yeah.
the one good thing that my mom realized at that point was when all the women were rushing to try to get, because they used to call me a porcelain doll. They're like, oh my God.
He looked like a little porcelain doll as a
If you
baby.
look at my
Oh,
baby
yeah, it's so
pictures,
cute.
I was this
Yeah.
I
delicate
can see your
petite
baby face
flower.
already because
Yeah.
you've got
like,
these big eyes.
And he
it
was
just like this
blonde.
person. I was like
You
platinum
were?
blonde.
Yes.
And you don't see kids like me in
No
Kuwait.
Armenians,
Like,
yeah.
Yep.
especially Armenian. I'm not hairy. Like I'm just
yeah.
like really, really like very different and unusual when it comes to all the families and where I grew
Yeah.
up. And so when all the women saw me in the room, they were like, "Oh my God, we gotta go get her!
Yeah.
Right.
Our little mannequin, our little
Yeah.
porcelain doll is gonna be like a rag doll being flung around."
But she's
That's
very
why
gentle
Universal
with you.
Studios, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I
And-
see.
Exactly.
I have trauma.
Yeah.
But what my mom did was stop all of them and said, you know what? She's never been this calm and this coherent in so long.
Right.
Did you forget who that person was? I mean, she raised a family. This
Yeah.
woman was like a matriarch
Right,
of a
yeah,
family,
yeah.
and now she's this crazy person that they locked up in the room. And that's when I think my mom had the wherewithal to know, like, stop, and held the other women back. Of course, she explained it to me after.
That's
Yeah.
kind of where the gift got passed, we think.
And
You're
I
like a
think
truth
that's when
sayer
it
in
happened.
Dune.
It's pretty
Yeah.
interesting because he's done so many of these copy reads and they're always spot on.
Yeah, it's all
really
different.
bizarre.
So
I
also
never
maybe
know.
like one day God forbid, like you're passing, like you might feel that need to like
Well,
pass
you know
it
what?
to somebody.
We're still gonna have a child. We keep talking about having a child, and we're fighting about
a little
it. We'll
baby.
see.
Who wants it? Who
Yes.
doesn't?
I do. He doesn't. But I think we should.
I don't want a kid.
You don't? Really?
I don't mind having a kid. It's all the work that goes into it. I've already done it once.
Most
Yeah.
lesbians don't want kids, right?
No, I wouldn't say that. I have a lot of lesbian couples that just
That
had
do?
kids,
Oh,
like
really?
older in life too. Like my girlfriend and I just both don't.
What? Neither of you want kids. Wow. Why?
I have a niece and a nephew that I'm very like. I have a house next to them in Virginia.
Yeah.
So I'm very involved in their life, and yeah, I'm just selfish. No, I also couldn't physically carry the baby. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like I also have some trauma where I feel like I wouldn't be a good mom.
I mean,
or,
well, think about it. If you weren't, let's say, lesbian, and it just so happened one night Jordan and you got together, what would be the product of that?
I mean, then I would have a little mixed baby, and it would look like my girlfriend's baby. So
But do you understand what I'm saying? Like it would have just organically
early on,
happened. Like, would-
I was dating a guy for 8 years. I really wanted to have a baby, and I really wanted him to propose to me, and he never did. So I think there's some trauma there too, where I'm like, I don't want it now.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So I don't know. I think I'm just past the time, and
Yeah.
there's lots of stuff I want to do still.
That's what
Improv
I
and
say.
sketch comedy. Which
Love
do
it.
you like better?
Improv.
Really?
Yeah,
I
I
love
like-
improv. I
Yeah,
taught
like
it
in
for
the
many
moment.
years.
You know,
Yeah.
like you never know what's gonna happen.
Exactly.
Sketch is really hard
I know.
to do it successfully.
You have to
Yeah.
remember all the lines.
No, it's just like it's hard to make something super funny super quick.
Yeah.
Can I tell you that Wayne Brady is
I love Wayne
amazing.
Brady.
So funny.
He's ridiculous when it comes to
He's
stuff
very
like that.
talented.
Yeah.
My very first audition ever, I was still in college. They flew me out to audition here at Warner Brothers with Wayne Brady.
Oh my God.
Really?
Yeah, and I had this
He's a
moment where he
sweetheart.
grabbed me by the arm right
Yep.
before we went in. He goes, "You get the juxtaposition of the joke, right?" And I was like, "Uh-huh." And then I didn't get it.
I guess you didn't get the joke.
I didn't get the job. But then I don't even think it like got me. You know, it's one of those pilots.
Yeah,
one
yeah.
of the million pilots that didn't get made. But it was like my first LA.
And did you do any like did you go to like any of the
Oh yeah,
Which
IO
ones?
West. I did IO West for like almost 10 years.
What about Citizens Brigade?
UCB. I did
Okay,
some
you
UCB.
did?
Yeah,
Okay.
I was on a troupe at UCB for
You
a long
liked it?
time. I loved it.
Yeah.
But then I started stand up, and it was like I kind of had to pick a lane.
I want to do
Yeah.
stand up.
You
Oh my
should.
God. He doesn't have time
See?
to do stand up. Jesus, we
Let's
hear
do it once
every
just to
episode.
Sarah
say you
told
did
me
it.
I shouldn't,
I-
and you're telling me I should.
You should do it once so you know you don't have to or you don't want to.
I mean, I think
Get it
it'd
out
be
of your
funny,
system.
But why don't you want to do it? I think it's just so much fun to interact
It's a
with
nightmare.
How is it?
I'm
a
over it.
nightmare?
I want to do a
hard.
different version of stand. I want to do a variety show where I sing and I dance,
That'd be fun.
like more like Bridget Everett.
Yeah.
You guys know, like I love her.
That's fun.
Her show.
So
is
how do we
good.
make that happen?
It's happening. I'm pushing myself.
Are you?
Yeah, I
love
did my
that.
last headlining set as like a basic stand-up this year. I'm done.
So you mean you've really consciously decided it's like as if I'm gonna stop sewing dresses, like even if I'm in the
No, I
the
realize it's an
bathroom, the-
addiction.
But
It's an
stand-up
addiction.
is hard, right?
Yeah, it's hard.
And you write all your own material?
Of course, yeah. I
Yeah.
don't have that kind of money where I'm like, write me a joke about my pussy.
they were gonna pay me to do Jay
Wait a
Leno.
minute. Do you tell jokes about your pussy?
So all my jokes are about my pussy.
They are.
Oh, we gotta.
I can
listen
always
to her
bring it back.
jokes.
No, yeah, I tend to like kind of teeter on the dirtier side because
Okay.
I like that push and pull of discomfort.
Yeah.
And I like making
could
people
be
feel
a-
comfortable enough to talk about
Okay,
things.
give me a couple of jokes, because
No,
what
what
kind
am
of
I
a
gonna
joke
do,
would
tell
you
you a
do like a
joke?
pussy?
Well,
Like, what's
first
the-
of all, I come out and I'm like, look at my camel toe. Look at it. Look at it.
Look at my what?
My camel toe. I'll like pull my
Oh
pants
my
down. I'm like, look at
God.
it. Look at it. I'm like, look at it while your girlfriend is looking at me, looking at you, looking at her. Like,
So you're making
That's
people
funny.
uncomfortable.
I like to break. I like to go in really hard, and then we go through the
I
barrier
love it going
together.
in hard.
Yeah.
Let me tell
And
you, I'm like,
then-
don't go slow.
Do you
No,
write?
yeah.
Do you write? Then you're a writer.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I write, and my dream is to make have my own show. So I'm working on that now,
I like that.
and it's all derived from this kind of like weird experience I had with a nanny when I was old.
And more
Yeah.
like a sitcom, or
No, initially I was like, I want to do a sitcom, but now
Yeah.
I want it to be like a dark, like transparent, somebody somewhere, like
Oh,
a dark,
transparent. I
Okay.
get it.
like a dark kind of comedy, drama comedy.
Okay.
You don't want to do a reality version of it?
No,
Do you like reality?
no,
Reality?
I love reality.
Okay.
I'm a Bravo head,
Okay.
like obsessed, can't get enough. Oh my God, you guys, got to meet Sai the other day.
Oh, she's
Yeah,
fun.
yeah.
She's sweet. Yeah, she's really sweet. Yeah.
He did
adorable.
a runoff with
She's
Uba.
so- oh yeah,
when
I saw.
did the runway run off.
I saw that. I was like, I am so Uba is so.
Okay, wait. Who was
fucking
better?
hot.
Yeah.
Who was better in the? We were both good, actually.
You're both pretty good. You're both very tall.
Well, he was
model.
I was a
Versace
Versace
model.
model.
Versace.
Yes.
I was.
Not Versace, Versace.
Yes. Oh my God.
Original.
Resume.
Gianni wanted to sleep with him.
He did.
What happened? You were not into it?
You know.
He was
older
saving
man.
himself. He was saving himself for another designer.
Excuse me.
Oh my God.
What a
no,
life.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I've had a lot of fun in my life. I have. And I wouldn't change anything that I've done.
I guess it stopped when you put this ring on my finger.
No, that's not true.
Oh, he wants to have a baby with
no,
you.
we do crazy stuff together. Our life is amazing.
You guys have a very full life. Like
We
you're
do.
all over the place. I follow you guys.
You do?
all over the place.
Yeah.
What did we put? What did we put? I don't even know.
We're going to for
You just got back from Dallas.
yeah, we're going
like
to
literally.
Amsterdam in 3 weeks.
Yeah, you're gonna go to Rotterdam.
Rotterdam,
Yes.
which most people don't even know about.
I love Rotterdam. I stayed in a houseboat there, and
That's what I told them. Let's do, but then we're
really
gonna be
fun.
on.
It's kind of gross. Like
We're gonna be
yeah.
on it. We're gonna be
Yeah, I
on
don't
the
want
boat
to.
anyways.
I don't want to stay in a
Forget
house.
it.
Yeah,
but
no.
I'll visit.
And then in one of the bathrooms, there was just a poop in the shower, like a human poop. And so we have this running joke that like everywhere we go, there's a poop. You know, like me and my college friends.
Yeah.
Really fun. Yeah, I lived in
He's gonna
Dallas.
take me to the red light district.
Dang,
The
woohoo!
reason why you came to do the podcast. is to
I
get-
know. I've had a lot of fun though. We've just been talking shit.
It's been fun. So the coffee reading, as you know, he's been doing it since he was a kid. Now he is going to be looking into your cup and telling you what he sees.
Wow.
Interesting.
You've been stagnant in your career for a minute.
Don't you know this?
No.
How does he know this?
No.
Because we've been talking about it.
No, you've been
But he's showing you in
stagnant
the cup too.
It's
longer
true.
than I've known you, but
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you how to open up this pathway for yourself.
Do you guys want to know?
The fact that you've been stagnant
Yeah.
has bothered you. You're trying to reimagine who you are, what you want to do, and where you want to go. Everything that you've been doing the way you did it before, you have to switch it to something else.
I really had to hear that. I
Yeah.
have goosebumps.
Because
My
what
nipples
you
are hard.
because what you've
I like hard
okay,
nipples.
so I mean, I don't know you. I mean, I know you. Of course,
We're
we
starting to
talk
get to
about
know
this
each
and
other,
that,
yeah.
Whatever. It's all bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean, I could read about you all day, but I don't read, so I have no idea because I don't do that at all.
You never learned how to read.
I didn't. I can barely speak.
Same.
Oh my god. But what I'm looking at is something very specific jarred you. When that happened,
Wait. She said yes. Yes.
when that happened, I think it shifted the way you feel about everything that you do.
Yeah.
And at this point, you're in search, like, you know, when you're in high school, because I teach, when you're in high school and you're still trying to journey on to different things and you have this illusion of what it could be and how you could make it better, and the energy that you have that you're bringing to the platform, you lost that. What you want to do is you have to not reinvent yourself because it's great what it is. You have to go back, not to the drawing board, to the inside of you. and
I wish I
tell-
recorded that. We're recording this,
Yes.
right? Okay.
Yep.
And tell the person you've done everything correctly. You've done everything the way you should be doing it, except the right opportunity never presented itself in the way it should for you. And that happens in different aspects. So you can't give up on yourself because it looks like you're trying to dabble in so many different things. But
That's so.
you
This is
can't.
so on.
You can't.
So
Spot on.
focus.
Or at,
Spot
lea-
on.
or at least you're not allowed to yet. Because there's one thing that you still have ahead of you that you haven't even realized. And when that happens, you're going to forget all of this and you're going to go, oh, I don't know what you're talking about.
I've been waiting to find like obviously like the soup was very traumatic for
Yeah,
me.
of course.
Yeah, but
But
so many of those
so
things
many
happen
things. Yeah,
and
yeah.
whatever.
But it did shift my entire perspective. But also, sorry, I'm oversharing now. But like,
That's okay.
I realized that also like my agents and the people who were supposed to be like behind me and fighting for me like were
Yeah.
not. Like,
Oh, so you had no friends.
yeah.
From
So
Hollywood.
yeah.
Who would have guessed?
So then I realized like that this whole time I was looking at them as these like friends and family,
Right.
and that wasn't. And then when I finally let them go just a few months ago,
Okay.
Oh.
I started to realize that it was like I have to do this on my own, and
That's
that's
the-
hard for me.
That's the person that I want you to
Yeah.
talk to. Remember what I said? I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
Wow.
I said, don't change what you've been doing. Talk to yourself and bring back the light that you
It's
feel.
hard.
No, it's not.
You can
Because
do
you
it.
feel so, you know, like you
No.
feel burnt out, like,
No.
and then
Yeah.
that's what I'm doing: stand up, acting, radio, blah blah, blah whatever.
Yeah.
Waiting for something to stick, and it's
You-
like find the thing.
Yeah.
You have to go back to you. Find your way back to you. When you're talking about all these other people that told you, the market wants blonde comedians. So here you go, dyeing your hair blonde, talking like a valley girl.
Right.
Go back to you.
Mm.
Find the you started with the excitement and exuberance that you wanted to it with.
Look at my old headshot.
Go
Look at the
back.
light.
Go back to you.
Yeah.
Because
that.
especially the stagnancy,
Mm-hmm.
is
It's real.
it's a dip.
Mm.
But besides it being a dip, the stagnancy happened because you lost your way.
I did lose my way.
Not because of anything anyone said or did. You lost
I burnt out.
your way.
Wow.
Well, what did you burn out from? Having a
Just-
passion of being a
Just
comedic
trying
genius?
forever. Just trying, just trusting people,
Right.
collaborating with people who were not there for me. Like I just had a tour that went like super awry and everything got canceled.
That's
And
hard.
It was really hard.
Yeah.
And
But
yeah.
then you have OnlyFans.
But then I have OnlyFans.
But
No, and now I'm getting more on track, and I feel that.
I'll help you how to get there.
I'm trying to rebrand. Also, I know that that's like a very broad stroke of what you're actually saying, which is like reconnecting to like my inner child and like my
Yeah,
inner
yeah.
purpose.
You have to go back to you. The reason why you started in comedy was maybe a mistake. Maybe
Tell
a
my dad to fuck off.
happenstance,
Just kidding.
Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe because you didn't think you could do it, and then
I
you
didn't think I
did
could.
it, and then it ends up making you $1.50, and you're like, but I'm having fun doing it. But along the way, you lost the purpose of why you were doing it, and you have to find a purpose again. That's the key. The key is the purpose, not the fame, not the money, and not the reason how you ended up there. The purpose of why you are doing it. What's the message?
Because I used to love it. It used to make me feel good.
There you go.
But so you have to go back to the point where it stopped making you feel good, and then we will identify what that moment is, where you shifted and you're able then to start as if all of that never happened, and it continues the journey that you were on without skipping a beat.
Yeah, I would love that.
I like that.
Where like I enjoyed the work.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
100%.
Not the result.
Great.
But
Like-
you're very upset at yourself too.
I'm very hard on
You're
myself.
Very,
Yeah.
very angry. And if it's you're angry too, you shouldn't be taking it out on yourself because you didn't get here by yourself. Does that make sense?
Right.
Wow.
Oh wow, that's really powerful. Yeah.
You didn't get here because of anything you did wrong. If you got misled and you were off track and you want to get back on track, you have to find the inner you. And that will get you, and you won't even know it.
He wants to take a photo.
I know.
I'll send you all this.
My thing is like
But you're so upset. You're so
it keeps me up every night.
You're angry.
Really?
Yeah, I have
Like it's
so much
sitting with you.
anxiety.
It's like this
Yeah.
weight is sitting with
Yeah.
you, and you don't know how to shake it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because it's,
Yeah.
but in your home, you're a whole different person.
Yeah.
You think you walk into your home and you don't have a care in the world. You walk outside that front door and you are this pent up, anxiety ridden, shouldering the weight of the world of things, but there's someone in your life that you can't stand. There's someone in your
Oh.
life that,
You know who it is?
Yeah.
what are these people?
Well, there's a few.
But you know specifically
But
who he is.
The person who came to my
Anger.
mind. Yeah.
The anger is stemming from there. You have to
Oh.
let them go.
You should see the faces she's making.
You have to let them go.
Oh.
Because this way,
Can you do that?
you have to let yourself
I'm
be
starting to
free
let
of
him
them.
go. I have a complicated relationship with my dad,
You have to let them
and I think it's why I got into comedy.
go. You have
To, like,
let
impress
them
him.
Yeah.
go. Because the purpose. If that gives you anxiety, you have to let them go.
Mm-hmm.
You can still be a child, you can still be whatever, but you have to let that be free.
What you mean, like let go of the anger? How do you do that? Is there a pill? Is there an injection?
Yeah.
Ozempic.
I honestly I feel the weight of the anger that I feel.
Oh.
Like, and
Because
I'm
look,
ready to
you see,
release it.
And listen, this was your second cup because the first cup we couldn't get you to even drink.
And aren't you glad you drank the
I'm
coffee?
a little tiny pussy, you know.
But do you see that
Now
thing
you're
on
glad
the
you
bottom
drank
and how
it.
it goes up, and you see this line that goes at the very top.
Yeah.
But here's the good news: there's an opening in it right there,
Okay. I see it.
and there is something that you. It's something that you did before that's going to be proposed back to you again now.
Mm-hmm. I just start tapping all of a sudden. I get it.
Whatever that is,
Wow.
it's going to come back to you again.
Yeah, it's coming.
And you're going to wonder, like, what the fuck's wrong with you? That was like, no.
You know what it is.
Allow
Yeah.
this to be the space that you don't think if it's this, then the only thing it is, but to anchor you. And that in itself, if you don't know what your purpose is, make that your purpose and everything else stop blooming around it.
Okay.
I like
You'll
That I can
see.
do.
You'll
Yeah, I
see
like
how it'll
that.
change for you.
It's interesting, like, to go back to the things that actually bring us joy,
Yeah.
like, versus a purpose, right?
Sure.
Like, I love Zumba. Like, I know that's really stupid, but, like,
No.
when I do Zumba,
But
I
it's from
hold it.
Brazil.
No, it's Spanish.
Well, it's not the
How
same.
dare you?
Oops, sorry.
South America, fine. And whenever I'm dancing, like, things kind of open up for me.
Yeah.
So I started with dance. Dance was my first, like, passion. So now that I've been, like, every time I dance, I'm like, okay.
And you put that on the back burner for a little bit?
Yeah,
or-
like,
yeah.
I'm just like, when do I have time to dance? When am I going to go to a salsa class? But I've been thinking about it, like, aggressively. Like, I got to go to a salsa class. I got to go to a salsa class.
You have to go back
Yeah.
to things.
Oh. I
You'll,
like that.
you're going to see an opportunity that's going to come to you. You're not going to believe it.
I love that.
Me too.
This is fun. I love that. But it is like a weird streak, right?
It's
Do they
bizarre.
usually
You
look
can
like
see
that?
it.
No,
Okay.
it's
They're all
different.
different. Every coffee
That's
cup
really
is
cool.
different, and it's so bizarre. Wow.
But
What do you want-
the scattered thing is very real.
Yeah.
What do you want to see? What's the one thing that you're having an argument or maybe a disagreement about with your girlfriend? There's something that either both of you have tabled and you're like, we're not going to deal with it now, or you want to get to it, but you just don't know how to approach the subject to be able to make sure it doesn't fall apart. And
I mean, she snores. I'm just kidding.
that bitch.
We're very open and we're in a very good moment right now. And it's also early days. But
Yeah.
one thing that we struggle with is like slowing down, resting.
Yeah.
And then also her art is all over the place. She has all these storage units and she's dying to get it in one place. And I really wanted it to be in Virginia where my house is.
Yeah.
But she had a tarot card reader being like, absolutely fucking not. You will burn to hell if you
Go to Virginia.
Oh
put
my
your art in
God.
Virginia. And so
Yeah.
she's now looking at North Carolina and Kansas. And I think I get nervous that we're like not going to agree on the same city or like want to be in the same speed. And like she's also very busy all the time. And so I think like figuring that out gives me a little bit of anxiety.
This podcast is brought to you by Her Dat Media and American Media Television. Executive producers are Patrik Simpson, Paula Tu, and Pat Safford. Produced by Jordan Hill and Sarah Silikula. Shooting and editing by Jordan Hill. Music and theme song, Undressed, written and performed by Lionel Cohen, courtesy of DNA Productions. Artwork by Dominique Demetz, and hosted by Paula Tu, Patrik Simpson, and Little Snow White 90210. Remember to follow at Paula Tu and at Patrik Simpson and at Snow White 90210 and watch Gown and Out in Beverly Hills on Prime Video. And don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe to this podcast so you never miss an episode.